before we get into the turbo Miata, we have to go pick up a new mirror because Kevin was going to work in the morning and he tapped this.
I literally like this, and it fell off.
He tapped the mirror and this thing just fell off. That is literally so funny. It's because this thing has pretty close to 300,000 miles on it, but
you can fix this, right?
it literally just like popped off. But the cool thing anyway, these mirrors are like 30 bucks, so we're gonna pick a new one up and do a quick replacement on this because it is kind of weird driving with no mirror. So as you guys can see, this is the next day. It actually started raining yesterday as soon as we picked up the mirror. As you guys can see, we did pick up another mirror. It is red, but hey, it'll do. We'll probably be painting the car anyway or wrapping the car. So now that it's not raining, I can actually go over the car and explain what we're gonna be doing with this car, where's it gonna go, and what is done to the car. Whew. All right, let's get into this thing. So it is a 1.6, it's a 1992, just like my car actually. But you know, the reason we picked this thing up is because we actually did my dad, you know, you guys, we have the dad Miata. It's the stock 1.8, but we wanted a little bit more power, and I personally was missing the boosted life. So we were trying to search all over, you know, the Miata forums and everything, the Facebook Miata marketplace. And so we found this one. We went and looked at it. It was pretty pristine. It had everything that we were looking for on it. It did have coilovers. It does have the 4.3 Torsen, and then it had bonus. It had a built motor in it. So the previous owner actually did build the motor. It has forged pistons, cams, and it has bigger valves. Now, you know, we can't really tell until you actually dig into the motor. So it is a plus, but what that's gonna be later on of what we're gonna do with the car. It was a plus for us just because we can actually turn up the boost and see what the car can do. But anyway, so let me flip the camera around. So as you guys can see, this is not like a normal turbo setup that you guys normally see on a turbo Miata, but this is the setup from a GSR. It's actually the Evo setup, or off a Lancer. So it has the full intercooler piping and the plumbing, and also the turbo minus the manifold from the Evo setup. Some other bonuses that it does have a manual boost controller, which is pretty cool because you can literally get out of the car, turn it up as much as you want, and then, you know, get back in and it'll be more boost or less boost. It does have an oil catch cam that I didn't have, which is a plus. It has like a aftermarket strut bar, which is pretty cool. So the car does have Mega Squirt. It has a Mega Squirt plug and play too. Pretty cool because I am pretty used to that because my Miata did have it. So the previous owner did tune the car. He didn't have like too many dyno numbers, but he did say that the car was making about 8 pounds of boost, like when we did buy the car. So, you know, typically within Miatas, 8 pounds of boost, you're gonna be around maybe like 215 wheel, around that area. But so just to be sure, we had Yanni. He actually is the guy who was in the previous video that we actually did review his Miata. We had him data log the car, and we just wanted to like see like what the car was doing, if the tune that the previous owner did is it good or not. Previous owner did have a pretty good tune on it, so all we did was, you know, we turned up the boost with the manual boost controller, and then we kind of just were data logging the car, seeing how it liked it, seeing if there was anything wrong. Car did take it. It was awesome. The only thing that we did have to change is boost cut, just because it was set up to like 14 pounds and we hit boost cut when we were turning it up. So we turned it up to 17 pounds, and we did have the car up at 15 pounds of boost, and let me tell you, the car pulled so hard, and it's like one of the fastest Miatas I've been other than Yanni's. So I was the dyno, the seat numbers, I guess you could say riding around it did feel like it was making about 250 wheel on like 15 pounds. Anyway, we turned that down just to be a little safer on the car because we do want to track it before, you know, maybe this motor blows. So getting into the plan of what we're gonna do to this car, I'm pretty excited. So like I was saying before, like we did turn the boost down just because we want to have one track day with the car just in case it does blow up. But so we turned the boost down just to be more reliable for it. The thing that we're gonna do though is we're actually gonna build our own motor. So we're gonna have a whole series on that, which is gonna be pretty cool because Kevin and I are gonna build it in the garage. We do have Kevin's 1.6, or we might just build this one again. So it's experience for us, and then it'll be awesome content for you guys too, and learning experience for us while we're doing it. But we want to build our own motor to see and just know the car itself, that what it's capable of. So with this one, the plan is we're gonna track it once at least, and then after that, we're gonna turn up the boost, turn as much as we can, and see what the car will make. We will dyno the car, hopefully, to see what the car makes. You know, we'll do like 15 pounds, 18 pounds, and then as much as the turbo can do. We're definitely gonna get a different turbo when we do the motor build. This motor build is gonna be happening pretty soon. Just depends how long this thing lasts, really. We're probably gonna start it here in the next few months of, you know, tearing it down, the motor that we do have in the garage. So that is the plan for the car. Overall, this car is just gonna be a track car and a fun, you know, overall just boosted Miata. And now what I want to talk about is the things that this car does need fixed on it. The car itself almost has 300,000 miles on the body. So you guys can see, like, it was repainted purple, but there is like some, like here and there, it's a 300,000 mile car, so it's not gonna be perfect at all in any way. But first thing that we're going is these coilovers. They're pretty bunked. They're like Yokohama, like really old. They literally, we got under the car and they look like they've been on the car for at least 300,000 miles. It's pretty trash. So we picked up some BC BR series like we have on the black one and my car. Love BC coilovers, so we're throwing those on. That's the next thing that we'll be doing, that you'll probably see on this car video wise. So the next thing that needs to be fixed is the steering rack. The car used to have a power steering rack and power steering, and then the previous owner did do a Flying Miata D-Power steering rack, I guess, kit on it, and I'm pretty sure he might have done it wrong just because the car, the steering is all messed up in it. So what we're doing now is, I have to talk to you guys about the Ecotech, but this car too, we're taking to the shop this week and we're gonna get the steering fixed, and also the brakes on this car need to be fixed. We're gonna put Hawk pads on and everything, but this car does actually have a Willwood, I guess, pressure device in it that you can actually change the pressure between the rear and the front of the car. So I think that's pretty messed up right now. So the full car just needs to be bled. I really hate doing brakes, even though they're pretty easy. And then the steering rack, we're just gonna take it to the shop, have them do it, and then once it comes back from the shop, we will be doing the coilovers on it. And also, one more thing, the seats don't need to be fixed, but we actually did pick up some Corbeau Forza seats that we're gonna be putting on here, and we're gonna get a harness bar with harnesses. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Another thing that we'll probably be getting rid of is these wheels. We'll probably keep them, just to maybe drift on them or something like that. But these like knockoff RPF1 looking wheels, we're gonna definitely be getting rid of them. We're gonna replace them with some Advanti S1s, probably black with this car because it looks good with the purple. But they're just like, I've heard these not so great on the track, maybe bending or anything like that, and they're just not wide enough. They're only 15x7, so you can only fit like these are only 205. They're actually the same tires that I have on my Ecotech Miata over there. They're rivals, so they're pretty nice tires. We probably will have to get a new set of tires pretty soon too. But these wheels definitely will go, because we need like a 15x9 wheel to fit that. We're gonna pop some 225s on there as well. But other than that, this car is pretty solid for 300,000 miles, other than, you know, the motor might be going, but that doesn't matter because we're gonna be building a new motor anyway. So I'm unbelievably stoked for this build, just because we have the Ecotech Miata, now we have a boosted one. So now the best thing is we get to compare those on the track, a boosted Miata versus Ecotech swap. Because I get a lot of questions is like, do you miss your boosted car? Do you miss your boosted Miata? And the answer to that is yes, but I do like the Ecotech, and I definitely will be doing a lot more videos on the Ecotech. But because it's a different platform altogether. But I love the boosted life. I'm so stoked. So make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe GPG, because there's a lot of content coming pretty soon here with the boosted Miata, the dad Miata, and also the Ecotech Miata. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, are stoked for this build, and as always, GPG, peace out, guys, and have a great one.